Have you ever felt like life is slipping through your fingers? Days turn into weeks, weeks into years, and before you know it, you're wondering where the time has gone. In the rush of everyday life, we often forget to pause, to reflect, to ask ourselves, am I truly living, or am I just existing? The philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Time is our most precious resource, yet we spend it as if we have an endless supply. We chase things that bring momentary pleasure, but leave us feeling empty. But what if we shifted our perspective? What if we measured life, not by what we acquire, but by the depth of our experiences? Rumi once wrote, "Be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop." How often do we carry the weight of the past, holding on to regrets, grudges, and things that no longer serve us? We cling to pain, fearing that letting go means losing a part of ourselves. But in truth, growth only happens when we release what is no longer meant for us. Just as trees shed their leaves to make way for new growth, we must learn to embrace change, to trust that every ending is the beginning of something new. There's an old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Life constantly presents us with lessons, but are we paying attention? Every hardship, every challenge, every unexpected twist holds wisdom if we are willing to see it. What if, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we asked, "What is this teaching me?" Shifting from resistance to curiosity changes everything. The Dalai Lama once said, "Man sacrifices his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices money to recuperate his health." We chase success, believing that happiness lies somewhere in the future. But in that pursuit, we often neglect the things that matter most: our well-being, our relationships, our peace of mind. The truth is, happiness is not something we find later. It is something we create in the present. The question is, are we present enough to notice it? Do not judge your neighbor until you walk 2 moons in his moccasins. We live in a world quick to judge, quick to assume, quick to divide. But understanding is not born from assumptions. It is born from empathy. Every person you meet is fighting a battle you cannot see. What if, instead of judging, we listened? What if, instead of reacting, we sought to understand? An old Chinese proverb states, "The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now." How many dreams have we postponed, waiting for the perfect moment? But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. Life will never slow down. Conditions will never be ideal, and waiting only leads to regret. The only moment we ever truly have is this one. What will you do with it? Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. When faced with adversity, it's easy to feel like life is working against us. But often, the greatest hardships lead to the most profound transformations. The losses, the failures, the disappointments, they shape us in ways comfort never could. Sometimes, what feels like an ending is actually a beginning. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Viktor Frankl, a man who survived the horrors of a concentration camp, knew that purpose is what keeps us going. When we have a reason to wake up in the morning, we find strength we never knew we had. The question is, what is your why? A river cuts through rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Success, growth, and mastery do not come from bursts of effort, but from consistency. Small actions repeated every day shape the course of our lives. The question is not, can I do this? But rather, will I keep going? And finally, One day you will wake up and there won't be any more time to do the things you wanted. Do them now. We spend so much time waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for confidence, waiting for a sign. But life is happening right now, in this very moment. The future is not promised, but this moment is. What will you do with it? If these words resonated with you, take them to heart. Reflect on them, act on them, and if you found wisdom here, share it. Because sometimes all it takes is a single thought, a single moment of reflection to change the course of a life. Subscribe for more wisdom and walk with us on the wise path.